Hey guys, Puppet Kicker here. Today we're going to be working on the four-wheel drive. We're going to work on a skid plate slash plow setup, you know. I've already got the plow made. I just got to make the bracket to be able to connect the plow to the four-wheel drive. My ideal is, so far, I'm going to work on the skid plate first. It's going to have some 1" by 1" square tubing welded to the front of the frame here. Well, I may just bolt it. That way I can take it off. Yeah, I'll have it bolted. That way I can take it off if I ever need to work on the front tranny. Anyhow, I'll have one here and one over there be running down. It'll basically be like a little box that I'm going to build to go across the front of the tranny, then back, then cross the back of the tranny, and then back up on the other side. Alright guys, that's the bottom box that I was talking about. What I'm going to do is square this up nice and true and tack weld it. And later I'll get some, it'll probably be, well, yeah, I'll just get some sheet metal and I'll tack to the bottom side of this. That'll be the skid plate. And then the front of that will have an arm coming down over on that side, then over on that side coming down, which will connect up on top of here and on top of here. And I'll have another one at the back going up and up, which basically will be my skid plate. Now I'm thinking maybe I could run some 5/8 rod or something like that, a little bit smaller rod through the ends of these. And that could be where my plow will pivot up and down. Yep, so let's get this tack welded and go from there. Alright. Now then, got this sucker tack welded in here. We'll figure out how long the legs need to come down on top of here and back there. So let me get this thing out of the way, get my chop saw out of the way, and get my plow in here so I can figure out how high I need it to ride. Alright guys, here we go. I've done a little bit more bracing on that winch and bumper. I've welded that right there up in there solid. Made a couple more braces there, and I made some more braces that goes down right there, as you can see. I've got to clean my welds up a little bit, but this thing, I mean, it's solid. What I've also done is, this is how my winch, or I'm sorry, my plow is going to mount. We'll get to that here in a minute, but what I've also done is I've made my skid plate, and if you can see the long piece right there, I really didn't have nowhere to put side brackets up right there, so that long plate or bar right there has a hole drilled in it. And what I've done is I took two really big washers and then two small washers and welded on the inside of those, and if you can see, I've welded them up there, and that long pipe will fit in between here, and it runs a bolt through that hole right there and through the other one. And then the front of it has two holes right there, one right there, which will bolt to the front of my frame. Let me get it out here and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, there it is in all of its beauty and glory. I'll show you what I got done. I've braced up that bumper, like I said, really well. As you can see, that is my plow pivoting right there. I got that bolt right there. I got the one over there. I've got it all braced up to where it's not going to bend. I can't let it all the way down right now because I don't have the wires to the winch hooked up, but, well, I can free it and I'll show you. Let's see. There you go. But that's how it's going to sit. I'm thinking about putting some lights on each side of the winch there. The skid plate that I've got, as you can see, that should protect it. It's got the metal all the way up and on the bottom as well. And then it bolts right there to the frame. My camera focused in there. And then it also bolts in over there. If you can see where my finger's pointing at over there. And then what I was talking about, that is what it looks like underneath. From the back side right there. And then that long piece comes up here. And that is my anchor point right there, where it goes in between them two big old washers. And it bolts right straight through there. That way I can take this thing on and off. That should work plenty for a skid plate. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Next thing I'm going to do to this is I'm going to weld me from some gussets from this brace here up to my frame, front and back, on all four mounts. That ought to help with a little bit of the flexing also, and any movement I have in my rear ends. But yeah, guys, that's it. I hope you all like it. Sorry I've not put a video up in a while, but sometimes you just gotta focus on your family and the Lord for a while, you know. When you start putting everything before your family and God, then everything is wrong. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. God bless each and every one of you.
Straight up out the woods where I love to stay. It's that country white boy that you love to hate. Pushing them 4-wheel drives cause we love some mud. And when we party we ain't stopping till the sun come up.